We're really a mix between what you would typically find in a venue with that immersive, fully immersive, shared reality, VR without the goggles experience in the dome. And then you can move freely throughout the venue into the hall. What is Cosm and why was Cosm created? It was really focused around powering experiences. We're trying to create a connected experience, a communal experience. And so that's where we came up with the phrase of shared reality for live events. We view ourselves in the transportation business, the human transportation business, where we literally transport you to the actual event. What we're really focused on is redefining the way people experience live events. We're trying to democratize experiences as well, give people unprecedented access to courtside, field side, bench side, cage side. There's a great stat out there by the NBA, who's one of our top media rights partners, that 99% of the fans that watch the NBA will actually never attend an NBA game, let alone sit courtside. And so you think about our intimate venues being less than 2,000 people, we're really focused on bringing people together over a common cause and giving them unprecedented access. Our history of our company is based on 75 years of us being in the planetarium world. We operate 800 plus planetariums across the globe. Our technology has been hardened over 75 years of that history. We've also built out our vertically integrated tech stack as it relates to the ticketing. We've also done it for the app. We're actually controlling that entire fan journey from start to finish. You see what's happening in the media rights landscape. We're able to extend their reach. And so you think about the NBA signing on with us, UFC and all their pay-per-view events. Our first event will be UFC 303 on June 29th. It's Conor McGregor as well, so it lined up perfectly for us. But you think about how many people have an opportunity to go to a live UFC event versus how many people will have an opportunity to experience what it's like to sit cage side because they're able to go into a Cosm in Los Angeles and or in Dallas. Then you take that across our other media rights partners, TNT Sports. You look at NBC Sports, which will give you unprecedented access to U.S. men's and women's soccer, alongside Notre Dame football. ESPN, unprecedented access to a variety of different events. We're open 365. We can flip the space 3 different times. And so you could legitimately be watching an EPL league match in the morning, then transition to college football in the afternoon, and a UFC pay-per-view event at night. You have to see it to believe it. We don't have any underutilized space. We're extremely intimate in nature. Our venues are only going to host 2,000 people. We have 7 bars located throughout the venue as well, so you're never more than arm's reach to great hospitality. The hall is an upscale gastro pub. Think of elevated sportsbook style experience. There's a 150-foot by 15-foot LED wall that will be multicast, so depending on the type of event or the type of sport playing that day, you can see multiple games. And then you can move into what I'll call the deck, an indoor-outdoor atmosphere. It's really positioned as a palate cleanse of sorts, because we're trying to remove you from all the technology, specifically as it relates to our LA location. We sit in the sports entertainment capital of the world. Phenomenal location. We're lucky to be partnered with Kroenke Group there. We sit adjacent to SoFi Stadium, so you're looking at SoFi is just to the northeast of us. Intuit Dome is just to the southwest. You have the flight path right above, so when you're on the outdoor deck, enjoying one of our signature cocktails or specialty food items, legitimately you have the best views in all of LA. Buy a ticket into the Dome for a fully immersive experience for college football during the afternoon, and then transition to the hall for a multi-view experience where all the different games are happening, and then finally end the night with literally a nightcap on our deck. And as I mentioned before, is that we're vertically integrated from a tech perspective, and which means that we can control and enhance and add value throughout the fan journey. The other piece is it comes to, we're a human-led hospitality company at our core. And one of the big parts of that is food and beverage. Going back to the intimate nature of our venues, being only 2,000 people, we're handling all of our food and beverage offerings in-house. As we like to say, it's food for the fan, not the critic. We're in the creative capital of the world in Los Angeles, so how do we tailor and curate a menu that captures everything that is in LA? And we will do unique pieces across all of our different venues that align with what I'll call the state, the region, and the city. Also food that really taps into nostalgia. As we think about creating memorable moments for our fans, one of the things that you always kind of takes you back to a moment or takes you back to a period in time is a memory that's attached to food and beverage and the role that that can play in the experience. We're excited to showcase Cosm, show people what's possible as we continue to grow beyond Los Angeles and Dallas and cities across the globe. We're human-led, optimistic, we're always assuming positive intent. We're very service-oriented, so pursuit of excellence in everything we're doing. And at the end of the day, our goal, our role is to create memories for fans, giving them unprecedented access to courtside, fieldside, benchside, cageside for all these major sporting events. And we're excited to showcase that to this group in July.